Their crimes are mild.
Any coin? Diamonds, rubies, emeralds? I'll take that.
Teresa, para servirle. I've seen it happen. Ah, the better part of me. Remember, their crimes are mild.
I'll hold on to what's mine. Anything shiny? Finders keepers, right? If there is value, it's mine.
The court is in session. A bolt for your skull. I see where this is going. Justice has been granted.
An offer I can't refuse.
I knew this would come. Ah, swift justice. Let fate be our judge.
What?
I am your executioner.
I can smell gold already.
For desperate times.
Nobody takes what's mine.
Your crimes are severe. My verdict is final. Oi.
Treasure fishing.
Ah,
it will be dealt
justice.
Will it yield coin? Let's come to an accord.
Judge, easy to use. Come to me. Once more onto the breach.
The line is sturdy. Diamonds, rubies, emeralds.
I pray for your soul. Death
My
comes
chest
to greet
is
you.
off limits.
For
Line
desperate
and
times.
sinker. Golden greeting.
Teresa, ready to serve.
Huh?
Dicho y hecho.
So how did you get yourself imprisoned?
It was surprisingly easy, actually. I just needed to display my abilities once, and we were in there faster than I could have hoped for. They do grant you a really swift trial once you're accused of using magic. Lucky us.
Lucky you, rather, since you're the one who is not in prison anymore.
Yes, it doesn't take much to soak up all the nuances of a prison cell. Thus, I broke out and told Sebastian to wait for me until I would find a way to free him.
It's a deal.
Which, gloriously, I'm doing now.
Teresa, para servirle.
Finders keepers, right? Cursed day. Will it yield coin? It'll bite.
Still breathing. Still sane. The verdict is clear. Justice is harsh. Changing position.
I cast for treasure.
My judgment awaits you, creature.
Calcula. Rectifica.
I can smell your
Stench
rotting
of your
flesh.
measure. Calculate. Rectify.
The fire will
I
guide
am
me
an
to you,
arbiter of the
fiend.
maiden. Cower.
I can
before
smell your rotten flesh.
nothing. The shadows have
What a
fled
waste of
before
time.
our zeal.
Nobody takes what's mine. Tight lines. It will be dealt with. I'll hold on to what's
Swift
mine.
justice. My sight reaches far. The crow flies.
Nothing I can't afford.
The white crow stands ready. Treasure this moment, Marley.
Wie bitte? Wie sie wünschen.
To each what they deserve.
Execution's wrath.
Ash and dust. Ah, more target practice.
Wie bitte?
To each what they deserve. The future calls.
Anybody seen my servants? Wie sie wünschen. All the time on my family's shooting range finally paid off.
Got a good head in my chest. Diamonds, rubies, emeralds.
You are wasting precious time, pirate. Come forth. Mensura.
Mensura.
Calcula. Rectifica.
The shadows have fled. The design is maintained.
Nobody takes what's mine.
I've had the most
Finders keepers, right?
Iron judgment. It's done. One bolt, one life.
It's a treasure. An offer I can't refuse. The rod reaches far. I can smell gold already. The line is sturdy.
Strange. No torch can be without
Who
the flame.
quenched the light?
I shall
My
ignore this
post shall not be
impertinent
left
interruption.
empty.
It will be dealt with.
Yeah? The burdens of
I
nobility.
cast for treasure.
I knew this would come. I send you my resolve. Let's get a better view. Cría cuervos. Dicho yet, my verdict is final.
Grant me the strength required. Guide my hands as I prepare
How
it.
I
Let
will
it reach
enjoy
my brother.
purging your...
I've seen it
I am
happen.
an arbiter of the maiden.
Ha!
Cower.
I can
before.
smell your rotting flesh. Measure.
We will feed your
Calculate.
carcass
I
into the
rectify.
fire. The fire longs
Fire
for your
will guide me
cursed
through to
soul.
shelter you.
Nothing. Ha! What a waste of time.
I see where this is going.
If there is value, it's mine. Hook, line, and sinker.
Someone
But
must
it
rekindle
still
this
must
flame.
burn.
A
I
distraction
shall
I
not
cannot
move
succumb
from this place.
to. My eyes see.
There is only one verdict for you, pirate.
It's a deal then. He'll bite.
The fire listens for your curse.
The better part of me. Teresa, para servirle.
The maiden's judgment awaits, creature.
Oh.
The fire longs for your
The
cursed
stench
soul.
of your corruption still lingers.
That's not change me.
Rectify!
We will feed your carcass to the pyre.
My judgment awaits you,
I
creature.
can smell your rotting flesh. Good. We've driven them back to the below.
No escape from my bait. I'll take that. Will it yield coin?
Another pair of eyes might do the trick. Inquisition steel.
What? Who dares disturb?
She's made enough. Prepare your bell.
Wasting precious time.
We have to take caution and not kill every acolyte on this island. I do need to possess one of them, so I can enter the prognosticar's office.
Sora, Calcula.
Teresa, ready to serve.
The maiden's judgment awaits, creature.
My judgment awaits you, creature. Measure, calculate.
Let fate be our judge.
Rectify.
I am an arbiter of the main. The below, power before me. Resume your tasks.
Judgment is at hand.
Do I see? What is that?
Change in position. Filed for review.
Finish your task, then see a professor.
Once more unto the breach. The crow flies.
What do we have here? Something's not right. Can't you feel it? I'd rather concentrate on my task.
Mein Schwert, smoking right.
Still breathing. Still sane. A bolt for your skull.
My grasp of this body is slipping.
If you must, I will come find you.
Golden.
Here I was again, trying to hide, I'm not fully in control. Heroically returning to save my old servant and companion.
Are you composing your memoirs?
Oh, this fervent fire! Certainly. A good word is never to be left astray. I can't hold myself
But a
back.
companion
Hide if you
is.
can. Touché.
My judgment awaits you, creature.
For desperate times.
Guide me to you, fiend.
No mercy given. Through the flames.
Horrid thing made that noise.
My chest is off limits.
Careful, when I get you, there is nothing I can promise I won't do.
The court is in session.
I can't hold myself back. Hide if you can.
Kind regards.
They all seek my riches. Calculate in the wreck.
Inquisition steel. Oh, this fervent fire. I must
Justice
hunt
is
you
hard.
down. Try to hide. I'm not fully in control.
Strange.
Oh, this fervent fire. I must hunt you down.
I pray for your soul.
Make that noise.
The maiden's judgment
forth.
awaits, creature. I can smell your rotting flesh.
Try to hide. I'm not fully in control.
I'm still recovering.
I can't hold myself Careful, when I get you, there is nothing I can promise I won't do. I try to hide, I'm not fully in control.
Future calls.
Sacred task. Careful negotiation. It's a
If
deal.
you're in that bush, make sure you get away now. Oh, this fervent fire. I must hunt you down. Careful, when I get you, there is nothing I can promise I won't do.
We will feed your carcass to the pyre.
Try to hide, I'm not fully in control. I can't hold myself back. Hide if you can.
The stench of your corruption still lingers.
I'll hold on to what is mine.
The fire hungers for us.
Well now.
Anything shiny? If there is value,
My
it's
sight
mine.
reaches far. A bolt for your skull. I see where this is going.
Any coin? Don't sell me short. It will be dealt. I'll hold on to what's mine.
The fire hungers for us. I am your
Careful
executioner.
negotiation.
This soul will do its own
Find his
bidding in a moment.
keepers. Right.
I can smell your
Oh, this fervent fire. I must hunt you down.
My strength returns.
No torch can be without the flame.
Fire! Luckily, this is a place where I can't go.
My sight reaches far.
It seems I lost myself there for a moment.
The fire
The maiden's
longs for
judgment
your
awaits,
cursed
creature.
soul.
Is there treasure? Diamonds, rubies, emeralds. Cursed day.
The white crow stands ready. Change in position.
Now to peruse my writings.
La pequeña muerte.
Nobody takes what's mine.
No!
Stick them with the pointy end. I like the taste of it. I could spend hours going through such meticulous records.
Please don't.
From what I can gather, Sebastian is not listed as an inmate anymore. But it seems they throw the worldly belongings of released prisoners on a pile just outside the prison. Maybe we can pick up his trace there.
An offer I can't refuse. I can smell gold
I stand
already.
ready.
Will it yield coin? Nobody takes what's mine.
A ghostly pleasure. Like tasting wine.
Ah, the better part of me.
Don't sell me short. Diamonds, rubies, emeralds. They'll buy.
Though it is stated that corruption above a certain level is harmless.
I cast for treasure. My head is loose. It's a deal then.
I think I've exposed myself to the flame too strongly. What is the maiden's advice on that?
I knew this would come. Your crimes are severe. Justice has been granted.
Reel them in! Ready to fight!
For desperate times.
I will draw them. It will be dealt with.
Is that? Good snout.
Teresa, para servirle.
What?
The crow flies.
The fire longs for your curse.
Golden greeting.
Measure!
Another kind of bait.
Rectify!
An offer I can't refuse.
The maiden's judgment awaits, creature.
Mensura!
Calcula! Rectifica!
Rectifica! Oh, how I will enjoy purging your
Good!
soul.
We've driven them back to the below.
Will it yield coin?
To each what they deserve. I've seen it happen. Your task has ended.
They'll bite!
Teresa, ready? Where to? Let fate be our judge. Ah, swift justice. I pray for your soul. Death comes to greet you.
Maiden's judgment.
They all seek my riches.
We will feed your
Carcasses to the pyre. The
Fire
will
will
guide
guide
me
me
to
to you,
you.
fiend. The maiden's judgment
The
awaits,
fire longs
creature.
for your cursed
Fire
soul.
long.
Come, fishy fishy!
Good catch, Quentin.
I can smell gold already. No escape from my bait. Cursed day. Finders keepers, right?
The verdict is clear.
Well now. Strange.
Ash for your eyes.
My chest is off limits.
Oh?
Silver key, huh? My golden side. An offer I can't refuse.
Greatness personified. Nothing I can't afford. To see the world with different eyes.
Having is better than wanting. Another kind of bait. Got a good head in my chest. If there is value, it's mine.
If you let me.
Nice out.
Is that?
I'll hold on to what is mine. It will be dealt with. I'll take that.
Good for another shot.
Ah, well, that's odd. These are mostly bones. Why would they... let me have a look.
Count von Presswald. Is that you?
Sebastian, there you are! Wonderful! It must have been, what, 3-4 weeks since we've parted ways?
30 years, my lord.
Oh my, time does fly, doesn't it? You must have many a tale worth putting in the annex of my memoirs. So, let's gather up your belongings and leave this wretched place. Calm now, Sebastian. No more dilly-dallying. It has been 30 years already.
My lord, have you not noticed that I am dead?
Dead? Oh, yes, you are rather pale-looking now that you mention it. When did that happen?
7 years ago.
Yet you're still here?
I promised I would stand firm and wait for your return.
Oh, that is very commendable, Sebastian.
Yes. Now, would my lord lower himself to gather my remains and carry me off this pile of junk?
Ah, the burdens of nobility. I will grant you this boon. Let's leave now.
Yes, my lord. Of course. Is there any particular reason my lord was held up for such an extended time?
Oh, so many, Sebastian. Soon after we parted, I met a man called Mordecai.
Black Eye Mordecai? The pirate captain?
Exactly. And to nobody's surprise, he made me quartermaster of the Red Marley. Admittedly, I mostly use the ink and paper they provide to work on my memoirs.
So, my lord signed on a pirate ship and continued writing his memoirs for the last 30 years.
Yes, in fact, there's an enormous backlog for you to get.
I can smell gold already.
Back to the Marley. Close your eyes.
Marley, I'm back, and I brought Sebastian here with me. Vici Vilchen. Welcome on the Marley, Sebastian, your new home. You may rest in front of my cabin.
Gracious as always, Quartermaster.
Ah, and this is the Marley herself speaking. She can be a bit frightening, but eventually you'll get used to each other.
That seems most unlikely.
Hello, Ship Marley.
You're already getting along beautifully. Now, let's face that mirror together and get this farce over with.
A mirror, my lord.
Ah, just some misguided magical device insisting that you and I are in a quarrel. A ghostly pleasure. So, dear shattered mirror, I present to you Sebastian.
Good day.
Is this thing on?
I presume the mirror will only speak when it is satisfied.
What else could it want? I've righted my wrongs, if you insist on calling them that, and everybody is happy.
My lord, forgive my forwardness, but I believe I know what the holdup could be.
Huh? Oh, well, go on then, Sebastian. It's not like this magical mirror here is deferring to my attempts at conversation.
I have had a long time to reminisce during the many years you have left me behind. I'm not sure I can continue anymore.
Sebastian, All this time of being a pile of bones must have gotten to your head.
Doesn't my lord agree that carrying the remains of his old servant would only hold him back?
You do have heavy bones, Sebastian. What is it you want, then?
A burial by the Maiden's judgment, my lord.
Oh, please, surely I've judged you plenty enough in the past.
The Maiden's judgment concerns itself purely with one's conviction and devotion to the Maiden's sacrifice. It has nothing to do with inconsiderate words my lord has uttered over the years.
And where would we need to go for this?
Gran Alcazar, my lord.
Ah, to break into their fortress once again, to evade their scrutiny and laugh in their faces.
No, my lord, I merely...
So there is one more adventure to be had. Pack my bag, Sebastian. We're going to your funeral.
What do we have here? I like it. Ours.
I knew this would come. Let the fate be our judge. Pinkos?
Ah, Teresa, you have returned. Let me see. I've written down what I saw. There we were, in this beautiful field of daffodils and dandelions. Just me and her, serenading each other with our... no, I must be excused. It seems I've stumbled upon an entry of my dream journal.
I don't say, Jamia.
Another moment, if you will. Here, this ought to be the correct document. Yes, these skeletons drew the rum from a very particular barrel. One that bore the insignia of 2 skulls, one of them broken.
Pee and the nameless one. Have you held on to the skeleton together?
Yes. Here. These are the scribblings regarding the path. I don't know if they're of any help.
I'll show it to Estelle. She'll know what to do. I'll get back to you, Pinkos. The crow flies. Estelle, can you take a look at this? Do you think you can get me there? No. It's an official investigation. Nobody needs to know this. I'm glad I can count on your discretion. Let's get the minion shrouded stash of peak and the nameless. It was only a question of time until my wife. Another barrel. As far as I can tell, that one seems untouched. Just normal stinking rum. Probably as much a poison as the poison. What I meant to say was the minion shrouded stash of peak and the nameless. Footprints, all of them skeletal in nature. I was just saying, the minute shrouded stash of peak and nameless. It was only a question of time until my work led. That smell. This battle must hold poison. Strange. This has only the slightest note of rum to it. Either the poison is very strong, or, well, if my suspicions are correct. There it is. I'll keep a hold over that. I'll take some of the fluid as well. What I meant to say was the minute shrouded stash of peak. Was this an unmarked barrel? The wood itself seems quite fresh. Potent smell. This I will have to remember. I'll take a sample of that. I was just saying, the minute shrouded stash of peak and names. It was only a question of time until my work led me here. Let the investigation commence. I think I found all there is to find here. The culprit seems clear. One thing doesn't, however. Why is there only one victim? If one of the main barrels is poisoned, surely there should be more. I'll take my time and prepare my case. Then we will see justice served. What's in it? Well.
Such a formidable church that there exists no confessor.
Confessor? Why should you concern yourself with such lowly?
They are trained to perform the maintenance judgment, to see that it is done properly.
I spied one of the gardens.
It seems he has taken a soul. Does my lord think that we will take a peek in that confessor's mind to learn about the maintenance judgment?
Learn? A farm on the fresh farm.
Quartermaster.
No. As usual, only the best of my service. Avia, would you kindly choose an appropriate landing again? Smoking right. Sebastian, are you certain that you don't want me to say some words of my own when we set off?
I would like it to be a bit more sacerdotal than your usual ramblings, my lord.
Sebastian, what you notice ramblings is my ability to rally crowds.
My lord surely is referring to the time I rallied his sister's wedding party.
Give him respect.
He's a crowd would so enraptured after my speech.
Yes, Your sister was very glad you reminded everyone that her spouse was going to be her third attempt at marriage.
Your crimes are severe. I am your executioner.
My chest is off limits.
Yes.
My sight burns. No mercy given you. Measure! It's done.
Good heavens, my chest. I must correct your violence. I can smell gold already.
Your presence distorts the future. How vile!
We will hurt you.
Mensura! Alcantula! Rectifica!
My weapons dull against the chain that fix us.
Uncertainty has ended. Order is restored. So be it.
Finders keepers. Right.
How far do you and Pinkas go back, Sebastian?
I've seen to Pinkas since he was born.
Sebastian was the only servant to remain loyal after the von Pressmann's estate fell to bankruptcy. Now he is working for the honor of serving our house.
My lord, I have followed you under the impression that you would at least attempt to repay me for my services.
I did. It's just that there were so many other necessary expenses to be covered.
Like the cakes coated in gold foil?
Especially those.
I'll hold on to what is mine. It will be dealt with. Memory after memory.
Teresa, para servirle. Justice has been granted.
Will it yield a coin?
Still breathing.
Your remains.
Still sing.
Calcula! Rectifica!
For desperate times.
Is unholy. Your soul's cleansed.
One bone, one life. My sacred literature.
An offer I can't refuse.
The maiden of judgment awaits, creature.
Golden greetings. The lies say
that the flame will devour your remains. The Holy Inquisition bows great denied to you.
The better part of you.
You shall be seared before you know it. We shall tear your soul apart.
Small hand.
We will hurt you. Your bond is unholy. It must be Mensura, Calcula, Rectifica. The shades have faded. Normality resumes.
Diamonds, rubies, emeralds. Nobody takes what's mine. It's a deal then. Let's see how this one guides. I like my fishing rod better.
To each what they deserve. Judgment is at hand. A bolt for your skull.
I cast for treasure. Will it yield a coin? Scares away the bugs.
The fire hungers for us.
Enough.
The court is in session.
Their death has come.
Change in position.
I am an arbiter of the maiden. Power before.
Anything shiny?
How I will enjoy purging your soul. Mensura! Calcula! Rectifica! You are wasting precious time, pirate. Come forth!
We will feed your carcasses to the pyre.
Are you cowering in there?
Finders keepers, right? The line is sturdy.
For desperate times.
Not this drivel.
If you need to ask, you can't afford it. That won't be a challenge. Good snout. Let's change perspective. Now, let me see. A grand many things to say and do. It seems that usually for this procedure they use the Beacon of Judgment. This confessor has a lousy memory. He doesn't remember any of the things he is supposed to say. He just reads them off one of those iron slabs that are stored in the scriptorium.
Do you think we could acquire such a slab to assure that the words uttered at my judgment are in accordance with the maiden's teachings?
Certainly, Sebastian. Additionally, equipment to ignite the beacon is to be found close by. And some iron dust to sprinkle on the remains should be taken as well. These seem to be all the things. Let's get them swiftly.
Why not use my power?
The verdict is clear. I've seen it happen.
The fire will test them as it tests all.
I knew this would come. Once more unto the death comes
Happy, better than wanted.
good for another shot.
Lights out. Nobody takes what's mine.
Trouble's brewing. Don't you feel it?
Perhaps you need rest.
Careful negotiations.
Teresa, ready to serve. My verdict is final. Through the flame, otra ronda. The White Crow stands ready.
An offer I can't refuse.
My strength returns. To each what they deserve. Let fate be our judge.
And you're still certain that you want to do this? My grasp of this body is slipping. You always have a place at my side, Sebastian.
That is very kind, my lord, but I've made my peace.
Oh, why must you start with that now?
The White Crow stands ready.
Nobody takes what's mine.
Good. Another shot.
Violence!
He'll bite. Hook, line, and sinker.
She troubles me.
We must trust her judgment.
It will be dealt with.
To each what they deserve.
It's a trick. Tight lines. To what's
Swift
mine.
justice. The crow flies.
Any coin, it's a deal then. Will it yield coin?
And you're still certain that you want to do this? You know you'll always have a place at my side, Sebastian.
That is very kind, my lord. But I've made my peace with the maiden. Now I just want to bask in her glory.
And I thought I knew your type.
Type, my lord?
I didn't expect that you'd long for the embrace of a centuries-old burn victim.
It is funny you should speak to my preferences in these matters, my lord.
With kind regards.
Didn't your last affair involve a courtier that arguably was a cousin of yours?
Oh, yes, I always struggled to untangle the intricacies of my family.
I get to start my
careful negotiation.
Strange.
Treasure fishing! Guide me to you!
Teresa.
A fire
Para
long
servirlo.
for your cursed soul.
Ansora! Calcula!
For desperate times.
The fire will guide me to you.
I cast for treasure.
That noise.
Is that?
I knew this would come.
I can smell your rotting flesh. Ansora!
Ansora!
Calcula!
Otra ronda. Let fate be our judge.
Golden greeting.
Feed your carcass
Teresa.
to the fire.
Ready to serve.
Calcula! Rectifica!
Calculate! Rectify!
The better part of me.
Nothing hides from the eyes of...
I'll hold on to what is mine.
Maiden's judgment
My
awaits
sight.
creature.
Your soul bleeds uncertainty. It is
I can
almost
smell your
thrilling.
rotting
I witness
Ah,
unsanctioned death.
swift justice.
I cannot leave
I
this
cannot reach
post.
that. We
My
will feed
gaze
your
must
carcasses
suffice.
to the fire.
Show yourself,
Measure.
so I may correct
Calculate.
your vile
Rectify.
existence. I
Ensure.
will find you,
Calcula.
abomination.
Rectifica.
I shall witness your end.
The maiden's
Measure.
judgment awaits
Calculate.
creature.
Rectify.
The fire will guide me to
Got a good head in my
Your
chest.
soul bleeds uncertainty. It is almost
the fire
thrilling.
longs for your cursed
Mensura.
soul.
Calcula. Rectifica.
Nothing.
The court
They must
is
have
in
returned
session.
to the sea.
Through the flame.
Von Glasfeld, at your service. I will find
My
you,
chest is
abomination.
off limits.
I shall witness your end. Show yourself.
Strength returns.
Your vile
Emeralds.
existence. Nothing hides from the eyes of a prognosticator. Your presence distorts. How to put this? Measure. Calculate.
Anything shiny?
Rectify.
If there is value, it's
So
mine.
your presence distorts the future. How vile. The distortion is
The
gone.
rod reaches
The
far.
abominations. A new chapter in my
Is
memoir.
better than wanting. I'll take that.
The fire hungers for us. I see where this is going.
Leave it then? I like
They
the
all
taste
seek
of it.
my riches. I can smell gold already. I drive a
I witness my death. I change my fate. I burn.
Judgment is at hand.
The line is sturdy. Lights out. An offer I can't refuse.
Is that?
Stop!
Maiden, I call for the right.
Finders keepers.
Grant me
I
the
see
strength
an enemy
required.
of the design.
Guide my hand as I prepare it. May it
Nothing
inspire your
hides
flock
from
to
the eyes of a prognosticator. Measure.
I can smell your
Calculate.
rotting flesh.
Rectify.
The verdict is clear.
I was always your mensura. Calcula. Rectifica. Show
We will feed
yourself,
your carcass to
so
the
I may
fire.
correct your vile existence.
The fire longs for your cursed soul.
I will find you, abomination. I shall witness your end.
Don't sell me
I
short.
believe it would be much easier to enter the scriptorium in the guise of one of these acolytes.
Maybe killing all of them before achieving just that is not the best idea then.
If there is value, it's mine.
You see, most likely only one of you will receive this highest honor of the
Still breathing. Still, I am a better shot.
May its call ring true and loud. Let it bring forth our fiery blue. I will come find you.
It's not possible. We can't go there. Calcula.
Come forth.
Rectifica.
My judgment awaits you, creature.
My chest is off limits. Will it yield corn?
Calculate. Rectify.
Tear your
They
soul
lie beyond my reach.
What is that?
Shadows have fled. The design.
Careful! The host's instincts are taking over!
Emeralds?
Try to hide. I'm not fully in control.
Your soul bleeds. I can smell gold already.
Careful! When I get you, there is nothing I can promise I won't do.
Calcula. Rectifica.
Nothing. Huh. What a waste of time.
It seems I lost myself there for a moment.
So work hard and serve her diligently. That is...
Don't sell me short. Finders keepers, right? An offer I can't refuse.
Of course, you have heard of the beacon.
Won't happen.
No.
The attack fails. My path. No. The curses I cast for treasure. Yes.
The better part of me.
Any coin?
My sight.
My concentration.
My verdict is final.
Look at all these books. One could be reminded of the time when we broke into Louis XIV's library.
Yes, my lord. Even in death, my back still hurts when I think about carrying all those books out of there.
Well, good reading comes at a price, doesn't it?
My lord, you never actually read one of them.
Nobody takes what's
They'd all
mine.
be in French. Darn language nobody can make sense of.
For desperate times, once more onto the beach.
Fellow kindred of the Maiden. Today's studies concern the properties of...
I'll hold on to what is mine. It will be dealt with. We found no common ground. Come fishy fishy. Nice out. Nobody takes what's mine. They all seek my riches.
A little
I'll
souvenir.
trade you for your life.
You see, most likely, only one of you will receive this highest honor of the Maiden.
How dare you, worm! Careful negotiations. It's a deal then. See you in the afterlife! said treasure. Will it yield coin?
That image.
The cursed attacks! I see myself in fire!
We heard that.
Having is better than wanting.
Try again.
I can smell gold already. Careful negotiation.
You see, most likely only
It's a deal.
one of you will receive this highest honor of the maiden.
I'm not looking for common ground.
I witnessed my death. I changed my fate. I burned.
He said treasure. Diamonds, rubies, emeralds. I'll trade you for your life. My chest is off limits. It's settled then. Got a good head in my chest.
Let's see. What does it say? Iron, fire, burning of the maiden, the voice of the flame, judgment. Again, I'm certain I could muster up words of much greater sacrosanctity.
Have you ever given a eulogy before, my lord?
Sebastian, surely you haven't forgotten the speech I gave at my Uncle Richard's funeral?
That was a eulogy? Oh, I was under the impression that you were attempting to open a buffet.
That was a beneficial side effect, I admit. Even in death, Uncle Richard was stingy with the food.
Ah, swift justice.
These are the matchsticks? An odd thing to be considered sanctified.
They burn with the smallest essence of maiden's fire, and are practically inextinguishable.
Ah, we could have used such a thing in those oversized tombs in Giza.
We had our torches, my lord, until you decided to start a ruckus with the local fauna.
These spitting monsters, to think that they ride them around like mere horses. Good, my
The white
tobacco
crow
is
stands
getting
for-
stale. This is the dust. Now, what would one do with a bag of weighty dirt at a funeral?
Sprinkling the iron dust of the maiden on the burning pyre symbolizes her willingness to burn alongside us.
Does the procedure require the entire bag?
Yes, my lord. And you may not have 1 ounce for that pipe of yours. I think we have all the things required.
Yes, it seems so. Well then, no more time to waste, I suppose. Let us start the ritual. The way back. Good. Here we are.
Indeed we are. My lord, are you ready?
Yes, of course. When have I ever not been?
Well, there was that one time at your 6th wedding.
Oh, please, let's not talk about that one, Sebastian. Yeah, I wanted to say...
Yes, my lord?
Never mind. Let's get on with it. Are you ready, Sebastian?
I am, my lord.
Dearest maiden, bringer of fire who has been judged in our name, hear me and light your beacon. You who have walked this path before, grant us the wisdom of your judgment. I, Pincus von Presswald, bring you Sebastian, who has come to finish the enlightened journey of his life. He asks you to relieve him of his burdens and lays his worldly soul before you. He is ready to be judged, as you have been judged before us. You shall now speak for yourself, Sebastian Hebhardt.
I, Sebastian Hebhardt, give myself to the judgment of the fire. May it test the conviction of my soul, and should I be found wanting, let it consume me.
Sebastian, is it... are you... Ah, I see. I have at times, if not always, failed to show proper appreciation for your sacrifices, Sebastian. You were without doubt the finest companion any man could ask for. Today I lay to rest no servant, but my dearest friend, whose memory would be any pirate's greatest treasure, and I count myself among the richest, for it is mine.
Thank you, my lord.
Sebastian? You're back. Did you change your mind?
No, my lord. It takes a while to burn a soul in its entirety.
Ah, I see. I just thought...
For what it is worth, my lord. I am glad I held out a little longer, but it is time now, my friend. May your soul always illuminate the dark.
Yours too, Sebastian. Oh.
He's gone, Quartermaster. Truly, this time.
I understand. I suppose we ought to leave this place, then. A ghostly pleasure. Finally, back to a civilized deck. Yes. I suppose I ought to visit that mirror again. Good. My tobacco was getting stale.
Is there somebody that can be bargained into playing a nice little tune?
I can play the flute.
The court
if that's
is
any
in
help.
session. Ahoy, Marley. I'm ready for the court to assemble.
Oh, so you've found conclusive evidence?
Indeed. I'll call in the victim and appoint the jury and a judge.
I expected you'd want to be the judge.
It would be far easier if I was still judge, jury, and executioner. Then again, those times are behind me, yes? Let fate be our judge. How are we holding up?
Harmed head hurts harrowingly.
I believe you. I'm sure you'll recover swiftly. The court will be in session soon.
Craven confessions creak creepily.
Huh, they do indeed. The future calls. Pinkos, I need your assistance once more.
Assistance? I don't appreciate being affiliated with such an obsequious term.
I need a judge at my court.
A judge? Me? Why didn't you lead with that? Of course I'll be a judge.
I can count on you then?
Count on me? It's in my title, Teresa. Of course you can count on me.
Change in position.
Oh, look who's clambered out of her roost, Pete. The yellow flamingo? No, it's the white crow, you pellet.
You are hereby summoned to Marley's court.
Oh, the last time I was summoned, I forgot my name.
Through the flames.
Pirates, skeletons, defendants, and accusers, please rise to your feet.
Sorry, they don't have any.
Permission to remain tied to the ship granted. The prosecution may now present the charges.
Today we've gathered on the account of poisoned rum and the ensuing damages to a skeleton. During the investigation, the prosecution found ample amounts of poisoned rum in the Marley's hold.
Objection, Your Honor! Misrepresentation of our storage. The amounts were at least significant.
Sustained.
Significant amounts of poisoned rum in the hold. And one of the barrels showed clear evidence of tampering.
And that concludes the case. Pete and the Nameless One, you're hereby...
A moment, Pinkos. If Pete and the Nameless One truly were meddling with their rum, they'd done it to all their supplies. Yet there was only one barrel which had been tampered with. Therefore, the prosecution would like to call in the victim. Please display your affliction.
Abominable adulteration amplitudes affliction.
Now, Pinkos, here, this is a small sample of the rum of the afflicted barrel. Smell it.
Hmm? That smells like...
Your missing batch of tobacco.
My missing... But yes, of course. Ha! That leaves only one conclusion. The perpetrator is me.
No, Pinkos, you didn't do it. The perpetrator is no other than... the victim himself.
Contagious claims carry contentiousness.
Ooh. Should we go ahead and compare your footprints with those at the scene of the crime?
Daringly drink despicable distillate.
Huh?
Could it be that he's urging us to drink the rum?
Approved agreements accrue acknowledgement.
The judge orders the court to sample the rum.
As it so happens, I do have a small sample here, Pinkos.
Objection! The sample has been obtained without admission.
Overruled. The judge is quite thirsty. Oh my! Why are you so worried? This is most excellent.
A bit too excellent, perhaps. The rum on the Marley is usually fine, but this is extraordinary.
Inequality inebriates insufferably, inconsistently.
Indeed. When I entered Pete and the Nameless hold, I was surprised to find 3 different barrels. One that held the poisoned rum that barely smelt like rum, one that held normal rum, and a 3rd barrel containing what we just drank. I wonder how on a ship where everybody is supposed to get the same rum, you can explain these 3 different casks. You've watered down the skeleton's rum and kept the best for yourselves, which would mean a blatant violation of the Marley's code. Is there anything you'd like to say in your defense?
Pete's fallen asleep, so I'll confess for the both of us.
Another confession, then. Good. You have heard the evidence. What is your verdict, Pinkos?
In the case of the literary skeleton, I find the victim guilty on all counts. As a punishment, I order the victim to act as a court scribe. These dreary procedures could certainly use a bit of a literary sprinkling. In the case of the bad rum, Pete and the Nameless One are ordered to send the good rum to my quarters.
Pinkos?
Where it will promptly be redistributed to the rest of the crew. The court is adjourned.
The future calls. Enjoying the rum?
The little that is left for me. Justice can be such a nuisance sometimes.
Ha! Tell me about it.
I say, Teresa, how did you figure out that I'd lost my tobacco?
Since I've known you, you have been insufferable. A flat-out fool, and I can't believe I haven't shot you. But you never once denied me a smoke. Look, Pinkos, for what it's worth, you're not a bad man. You're just a bad person.
You do have a way with words if you choose to apply yourself. Have you ever considered writing your own memoirs?
I do write. Very rarely. But I prefer wood carving. Keeps my hands and thoughts busy.
I always saw it as a way to be kept alive long after death. Admittedly, a habit that I picked up before I embarked upon this eternal path.
Eternity can be a frightening thing.
We made a strange choice, didn't we?
Do you have a smoke or not?
Leave it then? That won't be a challenge.
Pinkas?
Hmm?
The mirror is ready for you.
I assumed it would be. Well, my reflecting friend, what do you think?
If you wish to, I can stabilize the mirror a bit longer so you can attend your hair.
I thank you, Marley. But for today, my personal vanity will rest, and I'll keep my thoughts with Sebastian. That said, if you ever feel the need for a distracting chat, I would not be disinclined.
Navigator, come by when you have time. I have something to discuss.
I like the taste of it.
Anything worth getting my head out for?
Today's recipe will be interesting.
A new chapter
What's
in
in it
my
for me?
memoirs.
Straight to the point. Ahoy, ship cook. So how does it work around here? Do I just order something, or is it more of a sit back and eat what you get kind of place? I don't mean to intrude.
Sit down, please.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Now, what do you think cooking is?
What do I think cooking is?
Don't repeat the question. Answer it.
It's tasty. Maybe like a form of art?
It is war. A war I do not intend to lose. So, if you insist, it is the latter.
The latter of what?
This curry is more of a sit back and eat what you get kind of place. Here, take this.
When did you make this? Smells delicious.
Between two blinks of your eyes. In my profession, you neither waste time nor ingredients. Now try it. The temperature is intended.
Incredible! This is the best thing I've tasted in years, maybe ever.
Another bout won. So the spree continues.
One? You routed me the moment I smelled this dish.
I'm glad to hear it. Now you may leave me to my work. I'm looking forward to our next bout.
Likewise. Always move forward.
You're here to serve, I presume. There he was, fending off Louis XIV's honor guard while carrying several heavy tomes. Oh, yes, please?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. What are you writing about?
The current chapter is about Sebastian and me breaking into Louis XIV's library.
Well, well. So he was the one fighting several soldiers.
Oh, yes, he was a magnificent swordsman at the time. Truly a sight to behold. I don't think I would have managed to get out of my own castle's gardens without him.
He has earned a place in your memoirs, then.
Well, Sebastian was already in many chapters, just maybe not in the best light. So I thought I'd go through them, as they certainly deserve a bit of retouching. Speaking of... where was I? Oh, yes. After he had fought off all of our foes, I didn't dare to tell him that I couldn't speak any French at all, which rendered these books we had stolen entirely useless to me. but the adventure was one I will always remember gladly.
I have made a decision, Navigator. Something I'll need your assistance with.
At your service, O mighty ship.
Come, I will escort you down myself.
Where are we?
The deepest hold, where I keep my most treasured memories. Only the captain ever set foot in here.
Shouldn't there be more memories here?
There were. I moved them further down. You're almost there, Navigator.
You are hunting Black Eye Mordecai's treasure. I want in.
The captain's hoard. What is it to you?
What is a treasure to a pirate, eh? Adventure, gold, a chance to beat the Inquisition. I'll help you find your captain's legacy. And I only want 3 shares of the plunder.
Preposterous. Half a share.
2.5.
1.
2 shares. Hurry now. I bet more acolytes are coming.
Fine. I accept your terms. Now break that seal and state your name.
A Fia Monecato, at your service. I didn't expect to find this down here.
I think it has earned a spot.
Always move forward. Reaper's teeth. What's all this?
A shrine to my very first memory. Like all memories here, it is one of the captain.
Why am I here?
I need your help to destroy it.
What? Are you crazy?
I cannot fight against myself. Every time I think of the captain now, I know Ignatia will win. I won't let that happen, Navigator. I'd rather forget it all.
Well, you'll have to do that without me.
The captain gave you a mission, Navigator. Did you think it would be easy?
This can't be what he meant.
And yet, it is what must be done. Destroy the first memory, and all others will fade.
Marley, what do you think will be left of you?
I have you and the crew to make new memories with. I think the captain would like that. Now please, Navigator.
Fine. On your head it be.
Hello there, ship. Can you hear me?
Who are you?
The name's Black Eye Mordecai, and I have the honor of being your captain.
What's a captain?
It's, well, let's say we're partners, you and I. I'll be your guide and teacher. You make sure we don't drown. Together, we'll make a name for ourselves in the lost Caribbean. Sounds like a good time, eh?
I see. You're the captain. Who am I?
Aye, every great ship needs a fitting name. How about the Red Marley? You like the sound of that?
Very well. I'll be Red Marley. You will be the captain.
You know what, Marley? I think I have a better idea.
Navigator, have I not made myself clear?
Let's make another pact, you and I. When we find the treasure and face Ignatia, you put your trust in me. I'm your navigator. I can guide you through the storm.
If I succumb to Ignatia or the Time Soul, all will be lost.
Mordecai already made that gamble. I won't back down now. What's a little risk to pirates, eh? Well now, crisis averted, and one more task left to go. Are you watching, Jester? This must be right up your alley.
Navigator, we have a full crew and the mirror has been satisfied. A final message from the captain awaits us.
Straight to the point.
Do you have an animal that you prefer?
Shark. Tough fight.
So, you've mastered my tests. I knew you all had it in you. Now, listen well. I hid the treasure on that small, forgotten island. You know the one. You've been there already. Approach the island, and the mirror will call my treasure from the ether. The rest is up to you.
That small, forgotten island. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Aye. The treasure lies on Morrow's Reach.
Let's gather at the map table and make plans.
Do you want...
Well, well. Looks like everyone's here.
Let's get this going, hey? Can't wait to get my roots on that treasure.
Ah, yes, the grand treasure. Our Capitan's final legacy.
There'll be gold, yeah? Oh, there must be. Oh, I can smell it already.
Hey, keep your head on your string, Quentin. Sir Reginald is getting blushy, and he's a fish.
Vulgarities aside, I'm looking forward to a riveting new chapter in my memoirs.
You can write your fiction after we've defeated Ignatia.
Aye, a recipe for a legendary encounter.
Once we arrive on Morrow's Reach, the treasure will be revealed. There will be gold, but also something more. An ancient primordial soul, bound to the island long ago.
That is what Ignatia is after, and we can't let her have it. Mordecai has prepared us for what's to come. With our help, the Marley will send this thing back to the below.
I want you all on this mission. Together, we will honor the Captain's last request.
And we put an end to Ignatia's madness.
What's the monkey up to?
Plundered my fruit larder, the little demon.